Back in Week 9, the Bengals lost their previous game against the Browns. Can Cleveland do it again? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The Dawgpound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on up here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First down. Here's Burrow. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Burrow going to fake to Mixon, and the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. From midfield now, Burrow being chased out left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 63 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They're able to complete this one to McLeod. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's got the hook up to McLeod. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll give it to Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. On second and goal, Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
On play action, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Now Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Now Joe Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Trying the jet sweep here. It's Boykin. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A handoff to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. In today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself, at this moment, getting to this spot.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jayon Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Burrow. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra.
After review the play, going on the field is first.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Now Chubb running right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Braden Mann now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
A big connection on that one. 30 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go play action now. Lawrence rolling to his left. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He's got Njoku over the middle. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down, and the Browns have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot out to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. So we are at halftime here on Chris. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these 2 coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the call, we'll hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Indeed, Coach. Thanks very much. And that snow you alluded to showing no signs of stopping, at least in the foreseeable future. And able to get this out to the 25. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now Burrow on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Micah Parsons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
After the sack on first down, Burrow, and some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Hamler now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Chubb will get the call running left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Lawrence.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Well, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Cleveland defense. They get ready and set for the next possession. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Lawrence. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DJ Chark, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Under pressure, they got him again. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and... And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 64 yards rushing for him as he's run it 11 times. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Look at me. Score.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Browns are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on second down. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Burrow's throw complete there to McLeod. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard again. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. A give running right is Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.